Dads, this is how I drink my coffee and still lose fat. Today I'm going to be sharing how I make my protein coffee in the morning. Now there's a few tips and tricks that we need to do in order to make sure that we get the best consistency and the best texture and the best flavor. So as you know, it can be quite challenging to get enough protein during a day. We're trying to target, a gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. Sometimes, especially for new people, it can be very challenging to try and figure out, creative ways to jack up your protein without just eating meat all day. So I was first introduced to this by my wife, and when she showed me what she was doing, I first resisted it. It looked like it tastes gross. It seemed weird putting a whole bunch of powder in your coffee and making it frothy. I was a coffee traditionalist. I like mine super dark. But one day I decided to give it a try. I had a sip of hers and I immediately fell in love with it. If you're a Starbucks lover, you've probably had a vanilla latte at some point that tastes exactly like that. But there's a few specific steps you need to do. There are 6 things we need in order to make this happen. Actually, there's a 7th thing. I think using a Keurig is best. I've tried it with, regular brew coffee. Don't know why. It doesn't taste the same when I do it. Um, the water also gets to a really good temperature, and this is not too hot, which will make the whey protein curdle, which you do not want. Trust me, it tastes freaking gross, but hot enough to still enjoy it. And it's quick and easy and convenient. In a cup, obviously, you do want cream. I've tried it black before. It doesn't get the same creamy consistency, so I use 2 tablespoons of this. As I mentioned before, I love Starbucks, so there's 2 kinds I'll alternate between. Pike roast, which is a bit lighter, but I tend to gravitate towards the French roast. It's a darker flavor, which I prefer. Now, protein powder. I've tried a few different brands of protein powder. Some work better than others. I have found the diesel whey isolate protein to be the best. The isolate versions for sure, not so much just the normal whey. So beta creaming, get the isolate, it'll be worth it in your coffee. And sadly, no, I'm not sponsored by Diesel yet. Lastly, this is where the magic happens, the frother. This is what's going to get you that consistency, that broth layer on top, and really break down that whey protein in your coffee and get it fully mixed up. The last thing you want is chunks of whey protein exploding in your mouth. Okay, so let's get started. Step 1, get your cup. Step 2, we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of cream in your cup. Why do you put your cream in first? Well, if you don't know, you're going to find out. So I don't know why, but putting the cream in first, anytime you're going to drink coffee, changes the flavor profile. I don't know why, it just does. So give it a try. Try it 2 different ways, putting your cream in first and then the coffee, and then putting your coffee in first and then the cream. Comment down below if you don't think they taste different. I swear to God they do. Next, we're going to get our Starbucks pod. Put it in. Do not put your protein powder in yet. Put it on. So we have our coffee. You can see the steam coming out a little bit. If you put your whey protein in now, there's a chance it might curdle and taste like something you don't want. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes until it cools down before putting anything in it. Always, always, always use a mug like this. Never use a travel mug. It'll stay too hot. So if you do need to use a travel mug, fill it up in this first, let it cool down, and then pour it in your travel mug, and then you're good to go. Okay, we're ready to add in the whey protein. I'm just gonna get 1 scoop of this bad boy. I have used up to 3 scoops before, and we get different flavor profiles based on each one. I have found 1 scoop to 1.5 scoops to be the best point of flavor versus going overboard in terms of this. Okay, so we got our coffee, put our whey protein in, and take our frother, $12 on Amazon, and we're gonna turn it on. Now, you don't want it to get out of control because it will spill over and go flying, and then you have coffee everywhere to clean up. So you're just gonna pulsate it. Make sure to get down at the bottom. Sometimes it sticks around the rim, so clean it off. And then as you're coming up, as you're about to finish, just do a couple of light taps just on the very top like that. Now, what does that do? It's going to froth it up and make it taste like a vanilla protein latte. And there we go. Best part of waking up.